I'm back again. Just here yesterday, and there's some things that are different just from yesterday. I went to where that rock stack I made. Those rocks were toppled, a couple of them. It was kind of windy yesterday, but I just don't see it being windy enough to blow them rocks off. So I stacked them back up, took another picture. There's a tree limb. I don't remember where it was now, but it was like, oh yeah, it was back that way. It's been over into the trail that wasn't there yesterday. A tree, small, like a cedar. It was bent over and sticking right into the trail. I mean, it wasn't blocking the trail, but it was quite obvious right in halfway into the trail, and it wasn't there yesterday. We're gonna go back this other trail. Haven't been there in a couple years. Last time I went, I found a fishing pole. Looked brand new, laying there right on the trail. There's the little lake. So I'm gonna walk back this trail. Been a long time. Like I said, it's been a couple years. I'm not sure why I never went back here again. It's just, it comes out at some field, if I remember right. Kind of curious to go back there again. Last time I was there was in the summer. So I'm sure it's going to look a lot different. I just want to see if it's an area that might be worth looking at. It's right here up this hill. I'd love to get a electric bike sometime so I could get back in some of these areas pretty quick. Spend more time exploring than I do walking to get back here. See if I see anything of interest. I think that's that bowl area I was talking about right there. I can never tell if it's showing up on this camera or not. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's go see what Wally's going after. I think he went down there. What'd you see, Wally? Was it a deer? Chasing a deer? Take off over there? What is it, Wally? Huh? What'd you see? Well, I didn't know there was a picnic table back here. Like I said, I haven't been up here in a long time. Oh, I hear something. Heard some sticks breaking over there. Something must have took off over there. Alright. Well, that's a little lake over there or what? Probably can't see it in the camera, but huh. Maybe I should explore over here a little. Like I said, it's been a couple of years since I've been back in this area. I don't know why. Just never walked back this way. Guessing that field is private property over there. Looks like there's a pretty worn deer trail right here. Crossing. Goes up that way. Looks like it's pretty well worn. Goes up that way. That might have been what Wally saw. It's a deer coming down through here. I don't know. This might be a... Yeah, I don't know if I've ever been over here. Maybe I have. It's been so long. Seems like I do remember crossing this little dry creek bed. Definitely like to get a couple more of those recorders. Try to cover this area. Yeah, I do remember crossing this. Now, I have been back here. It's been a long time. Yeah, I think it was over in here where I found that fishing pole. I think I found a dead raccoon back here last time. Huh. Yeah, it comes out at this field. And that looks like a lake over there. That might be that big lake. Or it might just be a field with snow on it still. I don't know. Can't tell. Guess I could look at my app. I'm curious now. Let's see. Alright. Let's look and see where I'm at. Oh, wait a minute. Alright. That purple trail is from when I was here before. And now I'm that dark blue, wider trail. That's where I'm at right now. So I have been back here, but not very. Like you see, there's only one trail on the app. I've only been back here once. It didn't look like I explored it very much. I think I just walked the trail to see where it went. followed it all the way out. Now this is something I've been finding. It has me curious. This honeysuckle right here. Right there. Pulled out of the ground. And those are stout. I use those honeysuckles for my roosting bars for my chickens because they're so stout. And that's pulled out of the ground. I've been finding, and branches broke off. I've been finding in another area not far from here, I was finding a bunch of them that were like pushed over out of the ground. I want to take a look out here real quick because I know there's got to be an eagle's nest somewhere close by. First I saw that over there. Wait a minute. Saw that over there. Kind of thought it might have been the eagle's nest, but it looks too small. Yeah, I'd say this is probably private property right here. Huh. Well, we're going to do a little exploring over here before it gets dark, which won't be long. Looks like we got a buck rub on that branch right there. The honeysuckle broke over. Like I said, these are stout. Well, that did break though. That thing's pretty dead, looks like. So, let me look at this again. There's a honeysuckle pulled out of the ground or pushed over or whatever. It's out of the ground. There's a really stout one there. That's pulled out of the ground or bent over. It's out of the ground. Root ball right there. Not like the wind's blowing that over. That's interesting. I don't know what is causing that. There's no way I'd pull even one of these little small ones out of the ground, let alone one that big. Yeah, we'll definitely be coming back and exploring this area right here. In fact, I may end up moving my recorder over here somewhere. This looks like an area where people don't go very often. Because I'm one of them that never went this way very often. See, that's what I'm talking about right up here. They were along the trail where I was finding them before, but look at that. That's what I was finding. It's like bent over out of the ground. Honeysuckles. Like I said, that would not be easy to get out of the ground. The wind's not doing that. This is what I was finding, like this. They were all laying over right there. In fact, the spot I saw on that other trail, that area right there was almost like a little tunnel to get back in, like a little shelter. Check my app again. I don't think I've been over here in this spot. I'm almost to another trail that I have been on, but I don't think I've been over here. At least this area is kind of opened up. I can walk around off trail here, do some exploring. That looks like a pathway right there. Pretty wide one. Huh. Yeah, I think I might end up moving my recorder over here. I gotta make sure this isn't private property though. Yeah, that's that big lake. And I know that big lake is private. They sold that off. It used to be part of this reservoir, but there's a road that used to come from over that way right over to here, and they put like posts and dead-ended that road, because I went back there when I first moved here. I tried to get over there to explore that area around that big lake, and when I went down that road it said private drive, had a sign up, and they had it blocked off or dead-ended. So it used to come all the way over to here. That tree's out of the ground, but it doesn't look like it came out of the ground there. There's no hole. It's like it came out of the ground somewhere and ended up right there. There's no hole where that came from. Huh. That's weird. There's a random stick. I wish I would have brought the thing to adjust this. I can't ever. The screen's so little, it's hard to see. There's a stick right there hanging in that tree. I guess it could have come from that tree over there. I don't know, because there's not much around here where it could have fell from. Yeah, I know that lake's private, so this might be private property where I'm at right now. It looks like they've been riding their quad right through here. Yeah, so that's where they come from over there, and they ride over to here. Don't get out on that ice, Wally. Oh, I thought you were down there by the lake. See, I'm wondering, the Miami-Erie Canal was in this area, and I'm wondering if this is part of the old canal right through here. Because there's parts of this, well, down near this lake, on down that way, there's an area where there's a whole bunch of slabs of concrete. And there's parts along here where it looks like this, like a canal. And there's a cable that runs along there, an old rusty cable that looks like something they may have, I think they pulled them down through the canal with donkeys, I think. Oh, right there. Private property, no trespassing. Nothing like seeing it from the other side after you just walk through there. Huh. Well, I didn't know. First sign I've seen. Well, now I know. That's probably why I had never been back in that area. Because I never was sure where the private property stopped. But they ride their quads out here on public property all the time, so I don't feel too bad about it. See, this trail here, this is where I was finding them pushed over out of the ground. I'm pretty sure. I think this is the trail. I think right up here is that place I was talking about. It looked like a little tunnel. I think it's right up here. I don't know. I don't know if this is it or not. This looks like it still could be part of the property, maybe. I think this is where I saw that cable that ran along here. That's where that canal was at, right there. Or what looks like it was a canal. I think, yeah, right there. So you can tell that cable's been there. Right there. You can tell that cable's been there a long time. The trees grown into it. Old cable that runs along here. And that's where that canal is at, right there. So I'm thinking that might be part of the old Miami-Erie Canal through here. It really sucks if they sold this off. The cable goes into that tree right there. It's all grown into it. Been there a long time. There's right above it, there's a big stick that's level, like I've been talking about. That great horned owl again. It's a big stick there. It's level. There's another one. Another stick, level. I mean, I know they fall out of trees, but how does it fall down in there with all this above? How does it get it down in there perfectly level? Here's some more of those honeysuckles like I was talking about. There's one bent over right there. Pretty good sized one. That one. See, originally I thought, well, maybe they're riding their quads through here and running into them, running them over. Uh-oh. What are we looking at here, Wally? What is it, Wally? What do you see, Wally? Oh, deer. I see them now. They're taking off. Several deer just took off over there. I don't know if you can see it. I got this stupid thing aimed wrong. Yeah, 3 good-sized deer just took off over there. There's some more trees across where they've been riding their quads. Wally's after him. There's another stick hanging right there. I guess you can see it, I don't know. Another stick right there. I can't tell. I think it's showing up. It's hard to tell. This screen's so little. He's just standing out there in the trail, carrying on. Did you tell him, Wally? I don't know. This doesn't look familiar, this area. I don't know if I've ever been. This might be private property too. I don't know. This don't look familiar at all. Huh. Well, I'm gonna keep going until I see a sign. There ain't no signs, they can't blame me. I guess they could, but okay. I don't know. Okay, I think I know where I'm at. Yeah, I think this is the trail that goes back to the big tree right there. I think. I don't know. We'll see. This trail shouldn't be this wide. And I think there's those guys that ride in quads camped back in here before. I saw where somebody camped a couple times back in here. Somebody did. Look at my app. This don't look familiar. Let's see where I'm at here. I guess I've been here lots of times. Okay. Don't look familiar, but let's see where this trail comes out. Maybe it goes back to the loop. It does, comes out at the loop. So, yeah, this is the trail that goes back to the tree. I guess they've been riding on it because it wasn't this wide the last time I come through. Yeah, that's the dam right over there. Yeah, they've been riding back through here again. They cleared this tree. They cleared this tree out of the path up here. I wonder why it looks so wide. It's because they've been riding again. And there was a good sized tree right here across the path. Looks like they've cleared it out of the way. There's a deer, three of them, going through right there. I don't think Wally saw them. All right, well, go home. Check this card, see what I got from one night there. I'm not going to move it yet. I'll give it a week or so. I don't know if I've got it in a good spot. It's not real open through there, so I may end up moving it. But I'll see what I got so far by the end of the week, or the end of next week. See if I got anything at all. Seemed to be a good spot where I had it before, but then the last 2 weeks don't seem like there's anything. So, like I said, I'd like to get a couple more of them recorders and cover more of this area. All right, that's it for today.